mind a cup of ice?
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. I don't need a lid. They didn't have the kale and artichoke empanada that I wanted, which is really sad because I'm pretty hungry and it's the only vegan option they have. I'm a little bummed about that. I am, but they did have vegan banana bread, so that's good. This is the coffee shop. They're awesome. They're amazing. It's called Third Place in Boca Raton, and they're awesome. The ambiance is amazing. They have vegan options. The coffee's great. The vibes are great. The music's always great. I tried to call on the spirit of Jason. That sounded so bad. I did it. Whatever. I'm just joking, okay, guys? Like, take a joke. I tried to call on the spirit of Jason and record in there, but the spirit of Erica took over, and so I couldn't. One day I will be able to fully call on the spirit, and oh, that's good. And, record in public. I don't know what is going to come of this. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to go into this thinking, oh, this is what's going to come of this. So you might get a week vlog, a day vlog, 30-minute vlog. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Here goes nothing. Or no, you know what? Here goes something. I'm running late. I'm not really running late. But I say I'm running late because I know that I'm going to stop for coffee. So when I say I'm running late, I don't have to be late. Late is optional. I just know that if I stop for coffee, I'm going to be late. Therefore, I'm going to be late because I'm going to stop for coffee. And I decided to wear boots today that have a little heel. And so when I do walk into class late, it'll be clicky-clacky, clickety-clacky. I feel like I've been in a funk. This is probably the past 2 or 3 days, really. But I have been in a funk. And I really tried to just now really, compartmentalize it. I guess that's the word I could use. I really tried to pinpoint why and where it's coming from. And I've been thinking, I feel like I haven't been having enough dialogue with people. There's nothing really going on in my life right now that would put me in a funk for that long. Then again, it's fleeting. The feeling is fleeting. It comes and it goes. But when it comes, I feel it, and I don't understand why. But I was thinking, and I was really trying to think, why do I feel this way? But I think it's because I haven't been talking enough. I haven't been talking enough on a deeper level, if that makes sense. I haven't been talking about my feelings. I haven't been talking about my thoughts. I haven't been processing them with people, and I really enjoy that, and I really value that. I really value deep thinking and deep thought and deep dialogue and everything deep. Yeah, I haven't been expressing my feelings. Mind you, this is me talking who dodges my therapist, who literally just went ghost on my therapist, and now I'm craving deeper dialogue, but I'm also going MIA on my therapist. Make that make sense? You can't, because I can't. Neither of us can. But anyway, I just want to talk on a deeper level. I feel like that's what I'm missing, and that's what I crave right now. I want to talk about how I feel. I want to talk about how I've been feeling. I want to talk about how you've been feeling. I just want to talk. Obviously, I'm a talker, and I am a yapper. Obviously, look at me now. But I feel like I've just been talking just to talk. And it's making me not sad. It's because I think there's a difference between being in a funk and being sad. I'm not sad. I'm just not satisfied. I feel very superficial these past couple of days. Not even just days. Like, maybe it's been longer than that. But I feel like I've just been living and not thinking, just living. And I have been thinking, but it's one thing to think and think by yourself, which that is important. But I want to think with someone else. I want to talk with somebody else. And I don't want it to be a therapist. Sue me. I don't want it to be a therapist. it's hard because the people you do want to speak with, hello, everybody has something going on. Everybody has their own life. So it does get hard because then you start thinking, okay, should I even talk to my friends or my family or my siblings because I know they already have so much going on. I just want to talk. Is it a crime? I just want to talk. And not just talk, but talk. You know? I don't know. People think that, and maybe I do articulate myself well. But for me, and to my standards, I do not. I find it so hard to articulate myself sometimes, and I often get compliments that I do articulate myself, but I don't see that. I don't see it. But I think it's because I want so much more for myself as far as my speech and the way that I speak and the way that I approach dialogue and conversation. I want more. I want so much more, and I feel like I'm lacking that. And I feel like in order to have these conversations and in order to have this dialogue, you have to have people to have it with. And I feel like right now, my professor, like a long time ago, I don't remember what semester or when, but she said that we are something along the lines of we are at a war with our intelligence or something like that. And she's so right, and I feel like it's so important to want more, to crave, to think deeper, and to have deep thoughts. And it's like, that's what I mean, right? And that's what I mean when I say I do not articulate well. I cannot find the words. And for somebody who reads so much, I do not retain. And I think it's a problem. And I think it really affects me in my day-to-day life. It actually really affects me at how hard it is for me to articulate myself when I really want to articulate, especially when I'm having a deep conversation with somebody and I know the thoughts in my brain, but it does not compute the way that I want it to. And people think that it does, but it's like, no, I want so much more. I want to say so much more, but the words are not forming the way that I want it to. They're not melting into your ears the way that I want it to, if that makes sense. And so right now I'm really trying to read more and not just read, fan fiction, but nothing wrong with fan fiction. I love fan fiction. But I think right now I'm really trying to dig deep, Maybe it's just my frontal lobe developing. Actually, it probably is. Now that I think of it, I'm about to be 25 in March, God willing. I'm craving more. I want more. I want so much more for my brain. I want more. And I don't know how to describe it. I just know that I want more. I know that I want to have conversations that hold value, And I'm not just being vain. I sound like Jaden Smith when he was talking about the economic state and the political state of the world right now.
Dude, oh my God, can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
But I mean it. I want more. I crave more. I want to have philosophical conversations. I love it's, and not just for the aesthetic. I love it. I love having to think deep, and I think I need that. Why do I feel like crying? I don't know. Ay, Dios mío. I think it's good that I know that I want more and I want to think deeper and that I want more knowledge for myself. And it's not even that, okay, at first I thought, Erica, you want to be more professional. You want to dive into the world of professionalism and you want to be able to speak in rooms and have people say that you're a professional. That is not what I want. No, I want to be able to have a deep conversation. I want to open up my mind more. And I say this because, how do I say this? My mind is closed off a little. I'm open-minded, but not as open as one would think that I am if you get into a deeper conversation with me. And to the person who made me realize this, congrats. You got it. Like, you want a cookie? On a serious level, I'm not as good as people think that I am. Not in the sense that I'm a bad person, but as far as being open-minded, you're a product of your, not just your environment, but of your upbringing, right? And so if I'm around people who don't have open minds as a youth, I'm going to grow up a little bit closed unless I go out into the world by myself and open up my mind. And I feel like I have done that. I've tried to break out of the shell of having a closed mind, but I feel like at some point I stopped, and that's where the problem was. I did not continue to open up and expand my mind and expand my own way of thinking. I kind of found, I don't think that it should ever be like that. You should never be comfortable where you are. Your mind should always be expanding in every way, you know? And I feel like at some point I stopped, and that I've run into a couple of issues. Not a couple, well, yeah, I have run into a couple of issues with my relationships, with friends, with people, and sometimes I don't even say, right? I don't voice my opinion, but in my mind, I judge people. And that's so hard to admit, but I do. And I do it very subtly, not in like, oh, you're going to hell, but it's kind of innate in me. And I think now, last year and between last year and this year, I've realized, like, I was about to say I realized you're not a good person. No, I'm not judging my character. I'm judging my way of thinking, okay? And I think, well, in a sense, maybe, yeah, your way of thinking plays into your character. So maybe, yeah, I'm bringing my character to the table, and I'm questioning it. And I want to have a chat with my character. And I think that is what I'm doing right now. That's the crisis that I'm in right now. That's the dilemma that I find myself in right now. Are you a good person? What does it mean to be a good person to you, right? I'm not judging my person based off of societal norms. I want to look inward and look into my conversations and look at the way that I judge people or the way that I address conversation and think, okay, are you addressing the situation as a good person, right? And for me, a good person starts with how you think and how you address situations and how you process information that people are giving you, whether about themselves or about yourself. And I haven't been liking what I've been receiving and how I've been acting. And so I don't know where I'm going with this or where I was going with this. Just know that my frontal lobe is developing, and it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.